Hey, it's Natasha from YMO Homeschool, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm a homeschooling mom. I have 6 girls, 5 of whom are homeschooled, and today's video, I wanted to show you some easy peasy all-in-one homeschool materials that I just got in the mail. So I thought you would be interested in those and to see what those kind of look like. The first things I got are actually some readers from Genesis Curriculum. Genesis Curriculum is also made by the same author or the same creator of Easy Peasy, which is Lee Giles. And so I'm going to show you those. So I got these readers for my first grade daughter, and they are the same stories that are in the Easy Peasy online reading course that is free, and they're also the same stories that come in the Easy Peasy reader that contain all the stories in one large book. There are, I think, 6 books. I only got 2 of them. I will purchase more as I go. But the reason why I chose to get the Genesis Curriculum ones instead of the Easy Peasy reader is because these are nice and thin. And so one large book can maybe be overwhelming, but these are nice and thin. If you're new to Easy Peasy, I would suggest doing their reading placement test because the reading is advanced. So this is the first one, The Tale of Jolly Robin. And some things to note about Genesis Curriculum Rainbow Readers, as they're called, is that these include modern American spelling. It has a dictionary and underlined vocabulary in the stories. Has some light editing for content, occasional helps with explanations or pictures, scanning errors removed, and reading tips. All of the stories that are in Easy Peasy are public domain, so anybody can use them for free. But she's corrected some of those things. And then it has a page of reading tips, and then a dictionary here that is specific to this book. And then it has some pictures of a few things that a child might like to understand what it is, such as a robin, a weather vane, and a beech tree. And then it goes into the story. So we have chapter 1, a close-up on that. And it's a few pages long. And then chapter 2. But again, you can get an idea of the reading level here. And it just keeps going until you get to the end. Now, the other one I got right away is the Stories and Poems book. And I got this one because I figured we'll use this maybe during our poetry tea time. We like to do that once in a while. And so instead of just doing this, this is the 3rd book, I believe, in the series, but instead of doing it in order, we'll just use this one throughout the entire year doing poetry tea time. And so again, it has the reading tips, the dictionary, and then it starts in with a Beatrice Potter story, and it goes into poems, and it continues on like that. I also picked up the yellow level, which is the 3rd grade level of the poems and stories. Same format, has a story stone soup here, goes into a poem here. So to use also during poetry tea time. So those are available at genesiscurriculum.com. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I also got Language Arts 1 workbook along with the Language Arts 1 parent guide. A lot of people are confused about these workbooks. So you can use Easy Peasy completely free online. But if you want, you can purchase a workbook and a parent guide to do the Language Arts course completely offline. If you want to do the Language Arts course completely offline, you need the parent's guide because the parent's guide will have all of the instructions. So a lot of people will not think they need to get a parent guide because this is 1st grade, pretty easy to figure out the answers. It does have the answers, but it has other things included, instructions, and so for example, it says read the accompanying poem. This isn't in the student book, so they would have no idea that they were supposed to read that poem. And it says students will identify and write rhyming words with the long A sound. What do you see happening in this picture? Again, That's not in the student book. So you're going to be missing out a lot of things if you're trying to do this as an offline course and not have the parent guide. Ask your child what happened during the poem. Ask your child to listen for the rhyming words. Read the poem again, blah, 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 blah. And then day 1 worksheet, they will be writing rhyming words. So then you go here and you do the day 1 worksheet. So as you can see, here's the day 1 worksheet. They miss a whole lot of this lesson if you do not have the parent guide. So the parent guide is absolutely necessary if you want to make this an offline course. The other option is to have your student go online every day and then do all the assignments that are there and then come and do their worksheet in the workbook. So if you want to be part online and part offline, you do not have to get the parent guide, and you can simply go online, do those assignments, and then come to the worksheet and do that. Now, I wanted to make sure that we could do this completely offline if we needed, but I very well may have her go online and do any of the games and activities on the website. So that's also an option if you want to do the offline course, but then check to see if there's a particular online activity that you want them to do. Go for it because it will all match up. So what I like about these workbooks is that, well, first of all, it's like a 1-page a day format, which I love. But this is so cute here. It has a completion chart, and they can color it in or put a little sticker for each day that they complete. So that helps you keep on track too. And you can see some of the pages. A lot of it is phonics review. There's punctuation, capitalization. Well, it tells us right here what there is. There's pronouns, spelling, punctuation, capitalization, nouns, plurals, and more. There's also contractions in here. That's not listed. There's, they have some writing. They write a comic book. And see plurals and a word search for spelling, a grammar review. There are some pages. Here's another grammar review. There are some pages that you have some cut and paste activities. Oh, there's also copy work. There's writing, different stories, different prompts. Let's see, here we go. Here is one that you would cut out, and the other side is blank, so you can tear it out and they can cut it out and not affect the other side. There's speech practice, all kinds of things. Correct your sentence, ABC order. Again, this is another cutout page. And so making inferences, all kinds of things that this book covers. But again, in order to make this a complete language arts course, you would either need the parent's guide or you would need to do the assignments that are online. So, and also the parent's guide tells you any materials you'll need, like a blue and a red crayon, that sort of thing. So make sure that if you want to do this as an offline course, you get both. The other confusing part is that there's something called the Language Arts Printables. Only get the Printables book if you are following the exact online program. That is not one worksheet a lesson. Some of the lessons have an online game instead of a worksheet, for example. So you would absolutely have to use the online program if you get the book that says Printables. So make sure if you want to do this offline, you get the workbook with the parent's guide. Hopefully that made sense. In the same format, I got the Math 2 workbook along with the parent's guide. Same thing here. And these follow a very similar format here. And again, tells you what you need, gives you the parent instructions on what to teach your kids. It says, like, for example, review fractions briefly with your child, have your child draw a circle and then divide it in half, ask your child to color in 1/2 of it, etc., etc. So there's some things that are not in the student workbook. Here is review telling time. You're going to be using these clocks right here. You're going to be skip counting. So again, if you didn't have this, they would be missing out on essential skills, or they'd be missing out to the teaching, the introduction to new topics. because you didn't have this. So make sure you get the parent's guide. The workbook follows the same format where it has the completion chart. As you can see, she's done 3 days already. And here is 1 page a day, or I should say a lesson. Here is a page that they will be cutting out for the 10s and 1s. There's 2D shapes, 3D shapes. Here's another page that they would be cutting out for 3D shapes, putting those together. Here's some money. See, and this covers number concepts, place value, geometry, addition and subtraction facts, money, time, word problems, measurements, fractions, graphs, 2-digit addition and subtraction. And there are placement guides for both language arts and math on the Easy Peasy website, which is allinonehomeschool.com. And so again, oh, I forgot to show you this. It has all of the answers in the back. So if you do need the answers, they are included there for you. Okay, so that's my little Easy Peasy haul. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm pretty familiar with Easy Peasy, and I absolutely love Easy Peasy. So definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to try to answer them for you. All right, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.